Dad and I recently did a 10.5 mile walk in the South Peak District. We started out from Thorpe, which is about 3 miles from Ashbourne. We parked in the Narlow Lane car park. This was £6.50 for the day on Ringo. There's another car park down the road. There are a few spots on Verges where you could park for free, but it goes to help the area, so I don't object paying. We walked down the road past the Old Dog and across the fields to climb up Thorpe Cloud. It's the smallest hill in the Peak District, but it's a good view from the top. Be careful on wet days though, as the rocks can be really slippy. When you're done admiring the view, take the path around the base of the hill to the left. There's a short walk to the Dovedale stepping stones. It's always a really busy spot as a car park really nearby. It wasn't too bad today, but we moved quickly on. The Dovedale walk is a really easy one. It wasn't heaving, but you won't get the path to yourself on any day, that's for sure. The path's fairly flat and follows the river along. After a mostly flat walk, you'll get to this set of steps. These aren't too steep, don't worry. And after about 1 kilometre, you'll see a trail on your right with this boulder shortly off it. There's a little walk up to this lovely archway. A little bit of clambering over some rocks. And then you look back and you can see the river through the archway, which is really nice. And I'm sure on a sunny day would be a brilliant photo. Bit more scrambling, climbing up those rocks, and you get to Reynard's Cave. Follow the path along the river and you get to Milldale, a really cute little village with a small cafe and one of the few toilets on the walk. It won't take you long to look around this beautiful little hamlet. Such lovely houses. I love this little information barn. I always like to know the history behind the places I visit, and I imagine the people that lived here and how they lived and worked. I bet it gets really rammed in the summer, but this was a great spot for our normal coffee and Kit Kat snack. What? What do you call that? What's that? We don't do that.
Protein bar.
Where's the Kit Kat?
Oh, I've got a Kit Kat. For a Kit Kat.
No, I'm all right, but I was waiting for the Kit Kat to come out and he takes out a protein bar.
Oh, well, yeah, but I've got double.
That's better.
Double Kit Kat.
To continue the walk, go back across the bridge, go up the steep hill in front of you. There are a few fields worth of hills here, but worth it for the views as you look back from where you've come from. A couple of fields of cows to go through. I'm always highly suspicious of cows. I think they are going to charge at me at any point. Much prefer the lambs because them and the sheep, they just go away. Dad went a bit crazy here. Dad, look at me. You don't even know what to do with your hands. What are you doing?
I know, it's something like that.
He put his hat on sideways because the wind was going in his ear. He said that he'd look cool. He definitely didn't. Anyway, if you carry on down the hill, cross the road, you'll find yourself on the Tissington Trail. The Tissington Trail is an old railway line. It's really flat. There's a lot of cyclists, a few people walking as well today. Dad taught me all about how they would cut out the land. There's some really interesting parts along it. I did find it a little bit dull though, because at times you can't even see the scenery because the banks are so high. There are information boards along the way though, getting in that little bit of history. Carry on along the Tissington Trail and you'll get to the Tissington car park. Sometimes there's a little cafe open here and there are some more toilets, which is always a good thing. If you carry on another 3 kilometres down the trail, you will find yourselves back towards Thorpe and you can walk yourself back to the original car park. Overall, it was a really nice 10-mile walk. Different terrains, some hills, some flat, but basically just a really nice day spent with my dad and well worth the drive up from Milton Keynes.